Member for Kalgoorlie.
Thank you, Madam Acting Speaker. I rise to talk to the Arts and Culture Trust Bill 2021. Arts and culture is important to all communities in Western Australia, and my electorate of Kalgoorlie is no different. Unfortunately, I have no specific skills in this area. So many people expect me to be able to sing, being Welsh, but I'm going to leave that to Tom Jones. This doesn't stop me appreciating and enjoying arts and culture in all its different forms. Until elected in March 2021, I was an active board member of Art Gold, which has been promoting arts and culture in the Goldfields since 2008. Art Gold supports local artists and art groups, craftsmen and artisans, and helps showcase their talent to the wider community. I was also a member on the Museum of the Goldfields Advisory Committee. The museum is responsible for showcasing the rich history of the Eastern Goldfields and Kalgoorlie's mining heritage. Step into this museum and you will discover the unique role Kalgoorlie-Boulder has played in Western Australia's development, both as a centre of mining and its place on the edge of the Nullarbor Plain. Visitors can explore the largest display of the state's collection of gold bars and nuggets, as well as seeing how prospectors search for this precious metal and learn about life and hardships faced by mining families during the early 1990s. If you haven't been, I would encourage you to go. It's well worth a visit. Such is my interest in arts and culture. I spent many months talking to different groups in my electorate to discuss what projects would make a difference in their communities. I came up with a collective list of commitments that I'd like to share with the House, Madam Acting Speaker. The Goldfields Mile Art Exhibition Group, GMAG, has received $15,000 to fund an external wet area enclosure adjacent to their existing art house. This wet area enclosure will be used for ceramics and fabric dyeing workshops. Over the past year alone, almost 50 exhibitions, workshops and events have been held in the art house, which has attracted over 2,000 Kalgoorlie-Boulder community members. GMAG is well known in the Goldfields through its important work supporting as many local artists as possible, as well as helping them get their art exhibited and sold. This grassroots organisation has for over 40 years allowed many artists to pursue their passion of creative art, and importantly, many young local artists who have had the opportunity to exhibit their work and grow as artists. I've also contributed $5,000 to the Inland Art Prize in Leonora. The Art Prize attracts around 250 artworks, and this funding will encourage more local artists to enter and promote their work in the region. I'm going to stay in Leonora, which most of the House will know is solely important as an important mining town in the Northern Goldfields. But I'm sure most people don't know is that it is also home to the Barnes Theatre, which was once considered to be the best hall outside of Perth and saw many balls, dances and concerts take place. In fact, Slim Dusty once played there. It's a little known fact. Opened in 901, the theatre has unfortunately been closed for many years due to the internal and external damage. I have committed $100,000 towards the overall renovations in collaboration with the Shire of Leonora. The Barnes Federal Theatre can now be restored to its former glory and will provide a unique and historic building to host a myriad of shows, concerts, exhibitions and conferences. We'll move next to the Shire of Coolgardie. I have provided $5,280 to the Kambalda Art Group for much-needed air conditioning for their art gallery, and $5,000 to the Karawang Primary School to create a cultural garden that will provide Aboriginal students with a sense of cultural and belonging. It will include a yarning circle, native plants, dot painting using mosaic tiles, animal cutouts, animal footprints, paving and pebbles, all added to this unique place. Norseman is next. I have provided $20,000 to deliver a public art project. As demonstrated in Kalgoorlie-Boulder with the Heart Walk project, high-quality public art can be hugely effective a means of adding appeal to a town centre. This project will engage local artists in a collaborative project, and I can't wait to see the collection of murals there. Acknowledging and celebrating cultural diversity is paramount worldwide, and Kalgoorlie Boulder and the Golfies is no different. We are lucky enough to have an active Indian community of around 600 members. The Indian Association regularly run celebrations, festivals and community events, but they need much needed funding to buy music, lighting and cooking equipment to facilitate these. I am pleased to be able to provide $7,000 to this important group that is part of the multicultural fabric in Kalgoorlie Boulder. I have left an important piece of news until last. Every year, Kalgoorlie Boulder hosts the Golden Mile Art Prize. This was held last Friday in Kalgoorlie Boulder, and its overall prize winner this year for 2021 was Shaina Mo's Tamira. What was extraordinary about Shaina's winning art piece was that it was a 3D construction made out of Lego. Shaina used hundreds of individual Lego-like blocks to depict, and wait for it, our Premier, Mark McGowan, in a work called Our Fearless Leader. I hope you can all see this. She said a lot of artists are using the Premier as inspiration because of his remarkable popularity. So politics has found a way to be woven into our arts and culture. People in all different aspects of their life show how the McGowan State Government is influencing them. Everywhere I go in my electorate, and I'm sure my colleagues have the same stories, they tell me, make sure you tell Mark thank you for keeping us safe. I'm proud to be part of the McGowan State Government that is not only keeping us safe, but also contributing so heavily into art and culture. I commend this bill to the House.
Thank you.